Hey everyone, this is the Spoon Dude, finally back with another DC custom action figure video. This time we're taking a look at my custom Martian Manhunter figure. This figure was on the Captain Britain body, and I chose that Captain Britain figure because 1, he was cheap, 2, he was on the Hyperion body mold, which as far as Marvel Legends figures go, it's not the best proportioned or sculpted body. However, it is a nice sort of bulky, figure, and I don't know, I just thought that really fit the Martian Manhunter character. So I chose that figure, and it took so much work. This actually took me a couple months to finish, not because I was working on it so much, but just because I kind of got lazy with it and worked on and off it the whole time. But anyways, it's finally done, and it also took me forever to get around to doing this video. That's neither here nor there. Alright, getting into what I actually did with the figure. The Captain Britain figure obviously had like a mask, so I had to take that off and pretty much entirely resculpt the head except for his mouth, nostrils, and eyes. Everything else is pretty much my own sculpt. And it's not the best sculpted head, I guess, but actually I'm really proud of how it came out. I really tried to get his, brow, like that heavy brow that he often has. And also tried to make sure that there was enough sort of shape to his face, like, that it wasn't too flat or anything. So I gave him kind of exaggerated cheekbones, I guess, and the wrinkles around his mouth right there is, a bit heavy-handed, but I don't know, I think it makes it look more detailed. I have the lines on his forehead, and then obviously I have the weird head shape that he sometimes has. So, yeah, I'm actually pretty happy with how this came out. There's his eyes right there. They're kind of hard to see, obviously, because the brow is so big. But, yeah. I sculpted the rest of his costume, that kind of weird harness thing that he has. And resculpted the belt a bit, just smoothed out the buckle there. Sculpted his trunks at the top of his legs. And I did have to resculpt his lower arms because Captain Britain had gloves. So I had to sand that all away and then resculpt it. And I don't love how it came out. It's a little bit, I don't know, choppy or just kind of flat. Yeah, that looks kind of... I did plug up the joints just so that it looks better. But, I mean, that's still kind of ugly anyways. But anyways... resculpted the boots. They're a little bit basic looking, but I did try to get a little bit of detail in there by sculpting just a few wrinkles. I still need to practice sculpting sort of clothing and wrinkles, so that doesn't look great. However, I think it serves its purpose, and you're not really going to be looking at his feet the whole time anyways. So for painting this guy was really fun. Probably one of the more fun figures to paint for me, honestly. I primed them black, and then I dry brushed the green all over, and I kept dry brushing increasingly lighter shades of green, and I've also kind of was messing around with how blue or yellow the greens were. So on certain parts, you can especially see it on the torso here, it's a lot lighter in the center, and I thought that sort of emphasized the sculpted sort of musculature. So I'm really happy about that. And same with the thighs here, a little bit on the hands. I didn't do too much on the upper arms though, and the main reason for that was, like I said, the sculpting is kind of flat on these lower arms. So if I decided that if I went too heavy-handed on the upper arms, the difference in sculpting quality would be a little bit too noticeable. So I tried to sort of flatten out the details here with the paint, but emphasize it everywhere else. And as for the face, same thing. Started with sort of a darker, with a black, dry brushed green on top, dry brushed lighter green on top of that. Several coats with several different sort of shades of green. 50 shades of green, you could say. That's not even clever. Anyways, you can see how around the eye I actually left that sort of that darker green color. And I did that because, I don't know, I just like the way it emphasizes the bright red in doing that. So, yeah. You can also see I did the sort of more yellowy green on his forehead and his cheekbones. So, pretty happy with that. And the cape is sort of this stretchy, spandexy kind of material that I got off Amazon, and it's actually really nice. I'm probably gonna have to buy more, different versions of this same fabric in different colors because I really like the way it came out. I did try to paint the blue parts to sort of be roughly the same shade, and I think I got close enough. Yeah, I basically made the cape the same way I do all my other ones. Cut sort of a half circle, put a wire on it. So I did a video on how I made my Batman and Superman cape, so you probably check that out if you want to see what wire I use and all of that. For his collar, I kind of had to improvise here. I just made like a strip of fabric, put a wire around it, and then just glued it to his top of the chest, and just bent it until it looked like a collar roughly. It's probably a bit too big, probably a bit too flared out, but I think it looks it doesn't look too bad. You will notice in the back here, I actually didn't glue it in, so sometimes it does have this tendency to sort of ride up, but I can, mess with it so that the cape is on top of it, and anyways, it's on the back, but there you go. So, I actually really love the way this fabric sort of flows. But yeah, that's the Martian Manhunter figure. I don't think he's my favorite of my custom DC figures, but I am really happy with how he came out. And like I said, it took me forever to make him. That I'm just happy that he's been finished. Just to quickly compare him to some of my other DC customs, here is a Black Canary I did. And here's my Superman that I have a video on. And you can see how much bulkier he is compared to them. So that's something I'm really happy about. So if you liked seeing this figure, if you liked the video, make sure to comment below. Let me know your thoughts on the figure. Like the video, and of course subscribe if you haven't already. Look forward to my future videos on some of my newest customs, because I've made quite a few since the last time I made a video. But yeah, anyways, I hope to see you on my next video, and thanks for watching.